Welcome back to another episode of the Muffed Sports Show. I'm your host, Hayden Haynes, and join me back again is Seth Killen and Cody
Whoop.
Hart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just like that, Cody's already experiencing some technical difficulties. Not too bad, though, but just know this man's Wi Fi is not it.
Not
He's gonna
good.
he's gonna freeze about half the episode, but he's coming in and out. We see him, he's back.
That just shows you how much he wants to be here, folks.
They just
I'm
can't handle the Cody man. I mean, it's
No, they
just too
can't.
strong.
I'm living out in the boonies, ain't got no service.
Oh
I
man,
hate
well
it.
we're glad to have everybody back. It's been a while. The off season's been, a little slow. We just keep coming in every few weeks whenever we can, but everybody's struggling to stay on the same schedule. But we're gonna be locked in, and Cody's frozen again. Locked in for the football season in a few months. But for now, we do want to touch on just a couple of off season things regarding the NFL. Some news that's happened and some NBA. There you go, Cody. NBA playoff talk and just a couple other random things, maybe a game in here that we have to go through, but really just some general, run of the mill NFL offseason stuff, and then some NBA basketball playoffs. So I just wanted to start. I know we kind of are late in all this, but clearly Seth's gonna have to talk about his loss of a fellow Steeler, and that would be our Hoover brethren, George
Our
Pickens, is
Hoover
now
brethren
a Dallas Cowboy, and
is
it's
now a
been about a
Dallas
week now.
bitch boy.
Well, look, here's the reality, right? George.
George is causing problems, is what I'm
Well,
hearing.
well, here's the thing, man. George has got that dog in him, and sometimes you just can't contain that dog, and maybe it's time for a new, uh, a new scenery for him, and I think that could be good. I mean, going to Dallas for 1 year before your contract is up, your rookie deal, and then maybe having a good year, then you get yourself a big deal. What do you think? The Steelers gain and lose from this situation.
I mean, we gained a third round pick and we gained some locker room vibes back. From what the reporters have been telling me, man, I've been hearing it ever since he joined the damn team. Is that man's a problem in the locker room because he's just an ass.
I just don't.
And
I don't know if it's more of like him with the coaches because I think I hear players like him. I don't
I'd be
know.
mad.
I don't know
I,
about the
I probably could be the
players.
coach. I mean, I hate Arthur Smith as my OC too.
I'm just thinking like in reality, there's a couple different ways to look at it. It could be just Arthur Smith. It also could be maybe Aaron Rodgers is in the background, like, hey, if I come to the Steelers, I don't really want to work with George Pickens. And like DK's
That'd be
cool.
crazy.
I like DK. They've already worked out a little bit. Like Cody, what do you think? Is this a situation where Rodgers is kind of pulling the strings a little bit in the background, or was it just time to part ways?
I just think George is King Menace himself. I just
Hmm.
like
I
I
think so.
I don't think Rogers really had anything to do with it. Honestly, I think it was just his time to go.
It seems that the Steelers just know when to let go of these guys.
I mean, they've
It's
had a history with all these
Yeah,
diva
we
wide
have
receivers.
Chase
I
Claypool,
think
Juju, and AB,
Deontay
Martavius
Johnson.
Bryant, and
yeah.
Jonte
I
Johnson.
mean, this has been a lot. It's been a
It's been
lot.
a lot, and we're going through the ringer. Hopefully DK. Hopefully we don't become the new place where wide receivers go to die.
Well, DK is gonna have to, take his
Welcome to
bumps
the
and bruises.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna
Welcome to
say
the
it was the
Titans.
Titans,
Yeah.
but I think
Well,
the Titans
look,
are
no.
looking a little nasty.
I will say this. I will say this. I don't know how George is going to feel being a wide receiver two now. On
right.
Yeah,
That's
he
what I was
wasn't
gonna bring
liking it.
up. What
He
do you
wasn't
think
liking it
about?
with Deontay.
Yeah. What do you
I mean,
think about the targets? I mean, maybe in reality, here's the deal. Both CD and him can get doubled. So I mean, that's going to leave George one on one a lot, I feel like, and that's probably a good thing for him. But at the same time, I mean, Dallas is a team that I think will throw a good bit. So he probably
Yeah,
should get 1,000 yards. Just a casual 60 catches, 1,000 yard season again. Like I think he could do it, but I don't know. I mean, it just depends on Dak and how healthy he can be.
that's
that's what
true.
I'm saying. I mean, my thing is his CD is already going to get 8 to 9 targets a game. I mean, that's given.
100%.
You get 10
So
plus some games, you know
exactly.
how that goes.
And so now going into the season, George is not going to get what he was getting at the Steelers, 8 targets a game, 9 targets a game. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
Yeah,
got two top arguably wide receiver ones on your team now, one of them's going to have to take a little step back, and that's obviously going to be George. CD's CD. I mean, he's top 5
Yeah,
for a reason.
I agree.
So let
For
me ask this. Okay, so we did this a few weeks ago when when DK joined the Steelers and Braxton was like
Uh-oh.
DK and George is one of the best duos
Duos.
we
Yeah,
we
but
have in the
Scott.
league, and like that
It's-
kind of got a lot of traction on TikTok. I feel like a lot of people were like talking in the comments like, "Oh no, like we got to see it, blah blah blah." Well, we never saw it. That's the
We didn't.
reality, which it
Nope.
was kind of sucks because both of them
Yeah.
play really good down the field, D balls, and I just think that would have been cool to see. But at the same time, we have CD and George, so I want to ask the question. Go ahead right now. Let's go through and do our top 5 personal duos as far as wide receivers go in the NFL. And Cody, you can start.
oh man,
Oh man, I mean, I can go ahead and put CD and George at number at least 2 or 3.
Because you
Yeah.
got to put Jamar and T at 1, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Right?
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
George just be tossing that thing.
And
Or Joe, my bad.
oh no, ooh,
What about
give me
okay? So yeah,
Puka.
Puka and Devontae. Is that
Yeah, I was
over
about to say
George and
that one.
CD?
Yeah, that's 2. That's
Okay. So Puka
Yeah, that's-
Devontae's 2.
and then I'd go CD and George.
Yeah.
CD
It's-
George 3.
It's the
Well-
fact that we've never seen them play together yet is why they
Right.
feel like they're solo. They could easily
I mean,
first 2.
we could
What
say that
about,
about Devontae and Puka too, though.
Yeah.
We haven't seen them play together yet.
Is there any hold
Am I
on.
kind of crazy for this? A little Mike Evans, Chris Godwin duo.
Well,
No.
that's what I was gonna say. Is there any respect for the vet in down in Tampa? I mean, I feel like they're old and they're banged up, but like that's been a good duo for years. Is that still top 5?
When they're healthy, yeah.
Yeah.
When they're healthy, easily. Mike Evans is 2. Chris and Mike, that's been a duo for years that have dominated the league.
What about do we think okay, so let's go revisit this real quick. We said 1 is definitely T Jamar or Jamar and T. 2 is gonna be Devontae and Puka.
Yeah.
3 is George and CD probably.
Probably.
And 4 is kind of like, to me, it could be a mix of Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. We could even go Debo and Terry, depending on how Jaden that
That's
offense
kinda
looks.
nice.
Yeah. Probably
There's a lot of
Debo, Terry, Amon-Ra, and JMO.
dude. There's a lot of new duos that are gonna be that we haven't seen yet that are gonna.
What
be
about some love for the
nasty.
Falcons? Drake London and Darnell Mooney. They both had 1,000 yards.
Somebody get this guy out of
They
here.
both had 1,000 yards.
They at
They were
least
the
like
only duo that like.
10.
I'm just saying they were cooking.
No,
Got it.
bro. They're
Darnell Mooney had 1,000 yards with Kirk Cousins.
yeah, but is he gonna do it again?
Probably. He's already had 2,000-yard seasons. He's got Michael Penix slinging it now. I'm just telling you. I mean, look, you know how it was last year, bro.
I hope
Kirk Cousins
Darnell
was pretty
cooks.
mid besides
Okay.
October, and Darnell and Drake London had some of their best seasons. So I'm just saying.
They're top 10. They're not top 5.
I'm just saying they're in the conversation. That's all.
Yeah.
They're in the, who's good? Okay, you really think Debo and Terry is significantly better? Debo had nothing going for him last year, by the way. I just want to put that out there. He had one of his worst seasons he's ever had.
We'll talk after the season. How about that?
All right, we'll revisit this. I got faith in Darnell and Drake. I think they're going to be at least 6 or 5 in this conversation.
I mean, they easily could. I mean, I'm not doubting either of them. Like, they're good, but
It's just not like ridiculous to say that because it's like we don't know what Debo and Terry are going to be, but we know what Drake and Mooney is.
You know what is 5 actually?
Who?
AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
Oh yeah. We forgot about that.
We
No.
forgot about that.
They're not even 5.
They're gotta be 4.
I'm putting them
They gotta be
over Mike Evans and Chris
Yeah,
Godwin.
for sure.
I don't even know because look, honestly, we haven't seen George and CD. I'm
I was
gonna
gonna say-
redo this. I think we got to run it back, just considering they just won a Super Bowl. Eagles duo's got to be 3 because we don't know what George and CD is gonna look like.
What about Tyreek, Jalen Waddle?
They fell off.
They have fallen off, but it's still those 2 names
I
together is
know.
cracked.
Well, there are some good duos. I mean, in reality, we know the top 3 is pretty much the Bengals, the Rams new duo, and then
Cowboys and
Eagles.
Eagles.
Well, Eagles probably.
Yeah, Eagles for sure.
Probably. So, and then you got to have these new duos in the conversation. So that's pretty much that was crazy that we just thought of that at the last second.
Yeah.
People are going to be like, they're tripping.
I was thinking, I was like, there's got to be somebody else that we're
There's
forgetting.
always like that one duo that I'm just not thinking about, and it's always the damn
I feel like
Eagles.
there's still another one, but I could be wrong.
I
I
mean,
thought about the Dolphins, but the Chiefs don't really have one anymore.
yeah, they got an interesting little wide receiving core. I don't know. I mean, other than those guys, I mean, there's some okay. The Bears will have a chance to have a nasty duo if Roma Dunze either cooks this season or Luther Burden, like DJ
Yeah,
Moore, one of
DJ
them.
Moore too is up there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not a
That could
bad
be
duo.
that could be a nice team, nice duo. But let's keep it pushing, I guess. I mean, after that, I just wanted to kind of break the ice on the Steelers drama a little bit. But I mean,
Woo.
do we think the Steelers are on the brink of? I mean, this is the last thing I want to say. Do you think they're on the brink of that streak ending of losing the winning seasons under Mike Tomlin?
Hey, from the wise words of Cody Menace Hart himself,
Hey,
Will Howard won a natty.
he did.
I mean, hey.
Well, Howard won the natty, man.
Let me tell you about my man Will Howard real quick. All right. I watched the whole thing of him and John Gruden, and my boy John Gruden was smitten.
Dude,
I know.
I saw clips of it.
Literally, I watched almost like every single one he posted,
Those
and
are good.
feel like he was smitten over Will Howard the most. Like I just love the dog and Will. Like he's the like.
Dude, he wanted the Steelers.
I know.
man.
I do like that. I kind of do like that. He's a
I
dog,
do.
and he
I-
showed it in the playoff run. Like I think he's a good quarterback that could really have some upside if he just polishes up like on some of that throwing mechanics and
Yeah,
intermediate routes and stuff like that. Because he's got an arm, he's got a
He's got
frame to run
got a
over
cannon.
people. We know he runs the ball because we saw him at Kansas State toting that rock, and then he went to Ohio State and just threw the rock. So I mean, he's got a chance to be a sneaky good pick.
And he's like what, 6'4"?
Yeah,
6'4",
6'5". He's the same build as Josh Allen.
Hey,
that's exactly about to say. John Gruden was like,
hey.
you know who that sounds like? Josh Allen.
That's what I like to
6'5",
hear.
245.
Dude,
Yeah.
imagine Will Howard is the next Josh. I
Well,
would
look.
be smitten.
That's gonna look like the best pull of the century right
the
there.
century. Oh my goodness.
I mean, this is what is he, a 6th-round pick?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
think he was
6.
fifth.
I think it was a 6, right?
Was he 6?
I think he was. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure he was 5th or 6th.
I'm gonna look.
all right.
No, he wasn't a 7th.
On this discussion, I gotta ask a question. Now that we're all in here for
All right,
first time in a minute,
bet.
I want to hear y'all's draft take. Like how y'all feel about after the draft. Now we're out of the draft and
Yeah, I like this.
spring,
Well, yeah, we haven't done this.
spring training, spring ball's kind of we're hearing the practices.
Mhm.
How are we feeling about the draft picks right now?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. There's a couple of teams I feel like that crushed the draft. One of them, and this might be crazy, but like the Seahawks. I feel like they got a bunch of athletes. Like when you look back on their class, Elijah Arroyo, the tight end from Miami. Yeah. Okay, he was one of the more freaky athletic tight ends coming out, and he kind of fell maybe because of injury and stuff. But he was like a Kyle Pitts comp, like when Kyle Pitts was coming out, because he's more of a wide receiver as a tight end. And then you throw him in there with JSN, Cooper Kupp, who kind of need a guy to, go down the field because they have like 2 slots already. I think that's good. Plus, you have Nick Emanwari, the safety out of South Carolina, who was like tested the best out of like the RAS score that measures like athleticism. He was like a 10 out of 10. And then they get Jalen Hurts, who we know is a freak athlete, and he has upside. And who knows if Sam Darnold works out? You could have Jalen Hurts as your future, and then they also got Damian Martinez, running back from Miami. I feel like these are sneaky good picks. And then the only other thing I was gonna say would be like I don't know, just as a Falcons fan, I kind of hate that Egbuka went to the Bucks. Like
Dude,
that's tough because they always just
I
load up on wide receiver.
You know what I hate is when Jalen Hurts is on the Seahawks.
Oh, Jalen Milroe. I'm sorry, they're the same. They're Jalen's from Bama.
I've been seeing a lot of, but it's been like Bama Seahawks posts that are posting. It's not like ESPN type shit, so I feel like it's kind of biased. But I've been seeing a lot of like Jalen Milroe's been looking like almost kind of that guy in the Seahawks QB room.
Could totally figure it out, man. Like I'm not gonna hate on Jalen anymore just because I feel bad when I do it because I genuinely like Jalen.
I love Jalen. It's just
it's tough when you're a Bama fan and you saw the collapse down the stretch, but there's potential because we've seen the Georgia games, we've seen the LSU games. It's like Bro, every time he plays Georgia and LSU, lights out. He's given the Heisman after those games.
Yep.
Plays anybody else, it's over.
Where's he at?
Crabs.
But anyways, besides that, maybe he does develop. But anybody else have any draft takes? Like any teams that just kind of just went crazy?
Mhm.
I do.
Go ahead.
My Tennessee Titans. We
Tighten
drafted
up, baby.
very well. I mean, I
Yeah, dude.
couldn't be happier. I love my Titans. Tighten up.
I mean, yeah. Besides Cam Ward, I mean, you got a good player, and I would say both the wide receivers that y'all drafted.
Ike and oh gosh,
It's Ellick, Iomanner. He's a big body wide receiver from Stanford. I liked his tape against Travis Hunter this past season.
What I loved is getting Gunnar Helm. Gunnar Helm
is a good tight end. He could definitely be good in the 2 tight end set with Chig Okongwu. Like that could be nice.
And what I've been hearing, we didn't draft him, but we picked him up because Cam Ward was picking like saying, "Hey, go pick up my guy," and that was Xavier Restrepo, and so he's been looking like him in the training camps recently.
As long as he's not running a 4.8 in game, then we're looking okay. If he's slow, like against these fast NFL DBs, then he might not see the field. But it's like, at least right now you're rocking with basically Calvin Ridley's the one. You brought in Tyler Lockett, right?
Yeah.
And then you also have the 2 wide receivers you just drafted. So it's like, and Restrepo could be the guy in there that could sneak up. But like realistically, Traylon Burks is cooked. I'm sorry. That was awful that they traded AJ Brown for him. Just horrible management by them. That was just the downfall of you guys, by the way.
Yeah.
And getting rid of Derek too. It's just all bad. All bad. Could have kept y'all were like one of the teams that was winning your division constantly, always top seed in the playoff. It's just tough. It's tough to see, but maybe y'all have a new, face of the franchise and it's looking good. But I do like that. And if you're going to talk about your team, I was going to try to put this to the side, but I will say, I'm very pleased with the Falcons, man. This is the one draft that I'm like, whoa, like the Falcons blew me away. They went crazy because when Jalen Walker fell.
Yeah, when y'all drafted back into the first
and got James Pierce.
I mean, that was unreal, dude. Like I know that people are tripping. Like I get it on paper. It's like, oh, you give your first for next year up. But I'm like, do y'all not understand that? Like you still got a first back. Like you still have 2 first picks this year. Like and guess what?
Be good enough to not even be in the realm of getting like a first 20 top 20 pick.
And if you like a guy, just go get him. Like don't worry about it.
Out of the practice, if they've been dogs.
Right. Yeah. They're 2 premier elite edge rushers from the SEC.
I mean, y'all have got some crazy corners and safeties.
I will say we drafted some dogs on defense. Like Xavier Watts in the 3rd round, the safety from Notre Dame is unreal. I wanted him in the 2nd round, at like our top 2nd round pick. I was like get him second. No, he falls to 3. Then we get Billy Bowman, the nickel hybrid safety from Oklahoma, and that's going to be perfect because you have Jesse Bates, Xavier Watts, Billy Bowman, AJ Terrell. Then you have James Pierce and Jalen Walker, and you signed Leonard Floyd, who was on the Niners and put up 8 or so sacks the last few years. Like he's a good guy, a good vet. You have decent linebackers. I will say we do probably need one more stud up front in the linebacker room, but it's like besides that, Falcons have had no pass rush for 20 years. That's gonna fix it, I think.
It's great. Grady Jarrett's still there, isn't?
We had to cut Grady because it saved a lot of money, but he did go to the Bears, unfortunately.
I got you. I mean, he was a dog though. But
I miss Grady.
He's definitely a little bit past his prime, but he's still a dog.
He's an undersized 31 or 2-year-old D lineman.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, if you think about it, bro, it's like the Falcons didn't need to draft anything other than defense this draft. Because, I mean, y'all's offense, I mean, if y'all would have been a top 10 pick, I would have definitely said maybe an O-line.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about your O-line.
Oh, it's a great O-line. We're top 5.
Yeah.
It's just the only thing we need is a center. We lost our center.
Yeah.
But if y'all get cracked on defense too, and Michael Penix is really slinging that rock, then it's scary hours for the Falcons.
I mean, realistically, and we signed an undrafted player that was literally leading college football in receiving yards. He played at a really small school. It's slipping my mind right now, but it's San Jose or one of those schools. Nick Nash, look him up. Bro is a quarterback converted to wide receiver, put up 1,700 yards. Now he's going to be on the team we didn't even have to draft him. We just picked him up.
What the
And we got Kobe Bryant on the team. Kobe Bryant, the corner from Kansas, was now going to be probably on the roster after what I'm hearing. I mean, it sounds like he's going to be one of those guys that makes it, but it's going to be a fun year, I think, for the Falcons. But I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Steelers got a good draft. I think
Dude.
realistically, it was scary to pass on quarterback, but in the long run, y'all
I
wound
think
up
it's
getting
gonna
a
do it.
stud D lineman. And then
Yeah.
what'd you think of Caleb Johnson in the second
I
round? That's
love
pretty
Caleb
great.
Johnson in the second round, dude. To pair up with Jalen Walker or Jalen
Jalen
Walker.
Jalen
Yep.
Warren.
All right,
Jalen
Jalen
Warren.
Warren.
Sorry, we were just talking about him.
I mean, he's just like he's a big body, like Najee was kind of.
And faster
You
than
know what I mean,
Najee.
faster too. And then you got the little quickster in Jalen Warren. And with an Arthur Smith offense, I knew we were drafting some type of running back in this draft.
Just gotta get that quarterback.
I mean, I
You
I
gotta
mean,
get Aaron Rodgers, I think.
I don't want Aaron, dude. I just want, if anything, just let. I mean, ah, man, maybe Aaron Rodgers would be good to have for Will, but I don't know.
Kinda.
So
Just to
what
kinda,
if y'all just suck and you're doing it on purpose and you're getting picks back because you traded George Pickens, you got a third, you're
Yeah.
trying to get these picks back that you lost from the DK trade or whoever, and then you're gearing up to move up in the draft next year if you don't have a high enough pick because there's several good quarterbacks. I don't think Arch Manning's gonna go into the draft next year, despite what people think. They want him, like his family wants him to play all his years in college. Like they're not gonna push him. He's going to get that NIL bag and then he's going to develop and then go to probably the 2027 class, which is going to be one of the greatest classes ever, considering we're going to have Arch Manning, Jeremiah Smith, and Ryan Williams to start the top.
Yep.
Top
of the
3. I'm
draft.
gonna be tanking next year. For
So
sure.
Cody has 2 of my picks in the dynasty. So good luck, Cody. You're going to run that.
Cody.
You got to maybe give that one back to me.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm about
What you
to.
gonna do about them pickies?
What you mean? I'm gonna turn it into another shippy.
All right. Let's not talk about dynasty.
But nah, dude. I mean, I don't know, man. At this point, I don't really give a fuck who's at quarterback. It's been blue. I've been getting blue balled all off season about who's going to be the quarterback, and we've had Mason
Oh,
Rudolph
man,
on there
it's
this whole
tough.
time. But I do like Will Howard. But I just don't like the sending that rookie quarterback out there week 1 to be like, yeah, good
No.
luck.
Nah,
Good-
Like
they're going to
this is the
start
NFL.
Mason over him.
You got to start Mason. You got to let Will Howard at least watch a little bit.
You can't just throw him out there.
Dude, it's the NFL, dude. This isn't college, man.
I think you're gonna get Aaron Rodgers though. I really do.
I mean, honestly, dude, bring him on.
Just have somebody just to give y'all some decent, competent
Some
quarterback
crazy
play.
Hey, you never know. He could come back and throw for 30 to 40 touchdowns, look like old Rodgers.
We
Kinda like
talked about this. He did at the end of the year kind of play really
Cook.
well.
he
Yeah.
started
His
cooking.
numbers were the same as Mahomes, which weren't great, but they're still respectable numbers.
Yeah.
It was
I mean,
like
I like the
20,
guy.
20 something tutties, like maybe 8, 10 picks. I don't know. But Derrick Henry did sign a 2-year extension today, up to
I
30
saw that.
million. I know
It's kinda lame.
Kamara signed one last year. Now Henry gets one. Are we seeing a trend now of like people are back on the running backs getting paid train? Because it wasn't like that until I feel like this last year where we just had Bijan and Gibbs come into the league and explode. And then basically Saquon is like one of the best players we've seen. And then you know how it goes with CMC when he's healthy. He's like that. Derek is like that. Had like almost 2,000 yards again last year. Had his
Yeah,
best
no,
fantasy
he's
season. Like, is he? I mean, even Kamara when he's healthy on a bad Saints team puts up numbers. It's like, are these guys when they're pushing 30 still going to be pretty good? Because they're clearly looking at him like he can play a little bit. I guess my question is, how much longer do you think Derrick Henry's going to be good?
I think at least. I mean, I think he could be good till he retires.
Yeah.
Which is when?
I think. I mean, maybe depending on what happens these next 2 years, it could be after these next 2 years. But
Maybe.
from what I've been hearing, that dude literally doesn't do anything but train
Yeah.
his body.
And he
doesn't
eats
smoke,
perfect.
he doesn't drink, and he eats like a dude, like a king Henry, dude.
And
Literally.
he works out like I've never seen. So I mean, this guy's got the LeBron kind of physique where it's just he's built different.
Literally,
he's the king of football.
except you don't see him going out like LeBron. And
Yeah, well, like LeBron likes his little wine, like
yeah,
he'll
like
smoke
he
a
don't
cigar
do
or
none of
whatever.
that.
I don't know if Derek does anything
He
really.
does. Apparently, he doesn't. I literally saw a thing today on a podcast talking about some dude that used to play with Eric Henry. I don't remember who it was, but he was talking about how he doesn't smoke, drink, he doesn't go out and party. He just focuses on his health and all this shit. And I'm like, no wonder dude is still. He's what? How old is he?
They're at 31 or something, 30.
30. He's
Yeah, I
31
think.
and he's looking like he just came looking like he's prime in the league. Like he's in his prime still.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
dude was running through motherfuckers on the Ravens.
right. So this is my question. Okay. He's currently I think this is updated. 19th all time in NFL rushing yards with 11,423. He has a strong chance of moving into the top 10 with a few more seasons, which we think is going to happen. So he just played all 17 games, had 1,900 yards and 18 tutties. Cody just
Jesus
added him
Christ.
to his fantasy team, so I know you're looking forward to that. I had him last year; it was a great season, loved it.
Great.
You got
Now,
Derek?
yeah,
Yeah.
traded him a long time ago because I had the second pick and Cody
I know
wanted.
Cody's hype because he's got Derek for at least 2 years.
Yeah, yeah.
He would
Seeing
know.
that extension.
So
That
my
boy's staying
question is
holding the team.
this: where are you going to rank Derrick Henry in the last since we've been alive? I'm 26. Y'all are roughly around that age. I would say, what is your top 5 running backs that you've seen since we've been alive? Because me personally, I think Derrick's up there. I'm also going to obviously say Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Mm, yep.
Um,
Yep.
I mean that's hard. It's hard not to say it's
We're strictly talking about NFL.
just
Strictly
NFL in the
NFL.
last
20
25 years,
years.
something.
25 years?
Oh, 20 years. I mean, I just remember CJ2K. I know he's probably not top.
Well,
CJ2K.
he popped in my mind a little bit, but we kind of are forgetting about a goat, and that's LaDainian Tomlinson.
Oh my lord.
He was different, man.
Having that man on your fantasy team must
Oh
have
yeah,
been a blessing.
yep. It was like Gibbs and Bijan back then. I mean, and also I'm not gonna lie, CMC is right there. He's 100% probably the best. If it's
No.
not Adrian Peterson or LT or Derek, it's CMC too. That's my list, and then you could argue the other guys are clearly honestly. There's a couple of guys I'm thinking about that just got hurt so young. Like Todd Gurley was on a run,
Todd
and then he
Gurley was
got
crazy.
hurt.
Talk
You
about
know who
talk
we're not
about who you say
Bell.
Le'Veon Bell had a run.
He was kind of on a run. We got Marshawn Lynch.
Oh my
Marshawn Lynch,
mode.
man.
Beast mode. And you know what I'm looking at right here?
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore, number 1.
Frank
Is
Gore.
what I'm seeing. Frank Gore rushed for over 16K yards, the most since 2000.
I mean, look, it's hard to not say Frank Gore is a lock.
My God. Talk about somebody that literally left everybody's mind. Nobody even remembers this guy anymore. Arian Foster.
He was
the
a
Houston
dog.
Texans. That dude
Arian
was
good,
crazy.
man. He was really good.
He was.
I mean, LaShawn McCoy was good.
I saw that too.
He's just a little under Derek as far as yards go, but I mean, we've seen some really good run, and I mean, we got to say Saquon, man. Saquon's so
Saquon
good
for sure.
So I guess I'm just gonna spit mine off the top of the head. I'm gonna go in the past since we've been alive. The best 5 running backs that I've seen. I'm gonna say in their primes. This is only in their primes. Taking it out, just think about only when they're healthy. Really, CMC. I gotta say LaDainian Tomlinson and Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry, and then it's hard not to say Saquon, bro. I just think Saquon's got more upside than Frank Gore as far as the pass catching and the burst. It's just different.
No,
That's probably my 5.
I'll probably go LT. I'm probably going LT. Then I'm probably going AP, and then go CMC, and then Derek at 4, and then my 5 would probably either be say Saquon or CJ2K, but CJ2K, I just love them.
Yeah.
I love a little
I know he's your little Titan.
He is. 2000 CJ2K for a reason, man.
Yeah, I'm going for sure LT first, Adrian Peterson second. Third, I mean, gotta be Derek. I'm gonna throw Derek in there.
Yeah. Multiple 2,000-yard years.
Derek,
4, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Marshawn Lynch, and then I'm gonna go Saquon.
Yeah. All right.
Well, and then 6 though, honorary mention.
Yeah, honorable mention. Le'Veon. Okay. Respect.
Just throw him in there.
What about just real quick? Because I just thought about this. Top 3 most sneaky good running backs that had a quick little prime since we've been alive. Because I'm thinking of just like random little spurts of like greatness that we saw.
Ready?
Go for it.
Y'all, I know y'all aren't thinking about this name.
It's gonna be diabolical.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
Oh no, that's great.
Wow,
That's
I don't
valid.
even know who that is.
What
if
are
I'm
you
being honest.
talking about, Seth? You cannot know. You can't speak on this.
Maurice Jones-Drew?
MJD,
Look him up.
the
MJD.
Jaguars running back. Seth,
Oh, okay.
that's
Okay,
crazy
I'm
that
bugging.
you don't know
Okay, I'm
Maurice
bugging.
Jones-Drew, bro.
Yeah, that's my bad. My
All
bad,
right.
Maurice. If you're watching this, buddy, I'm sorry. Maybe you should pull up on the pod and tell me about yourself.
No, he works with NFL Network now. He's pretty funny.
Beast.
Nah,
Look,
he was the dog.
He's a little ball in the
I was
back.
thinking about like random, like there's some random good running backs that were like good for like a year or two.
I mean, could we say Todd Gurley is in that?
No, like I'm thinking like niche, like very
Like niche,
random.
like okay.
Like just had like a random great year. Like you remember? Okay, remember Alfred Morris?
Wait,
You remember that?
Alfred Morris.
You remember for the Redskins back in the day?
Unk
And
was
then
cooking.
Unk was 40, like he was number 46, looking terrible drip. But like Alfred Morris had a couple of good seasons, man. Let me look at that. Because I know he had a couple of nasty years. Yeah, his first 3 years of Washington, all 1,000 yards. First season as a rookie, 1,600 yards, 13 tutties.
Yeah.
Then he had 1,200, then he had 1,000, then he fell off after. But like that's what I'm talking about. It's like Alfred Morris had like a 3-year window of just being pretty good, man. Like one of the better running backs.
Oh my gosh, what was it? What was his name? In the early, we were some youngins. I'm thinking about, and he was with the Chiefs.
Jamal Charles.
No,
I was like Jamal Charles is elite, but like
I'm
we
not.
forgot. No, yeah, like a random
Priest Holmes.
Priest Holmes, yeah. Priest Holmes.
Wait, Priest Holmes, yeah.
3-year window where he was the number one running back in the league.
I saw him on the top. He was number 10 on the
He's
top
up
running
there.
backs
No,
since
dude.
2020.
He
2000
was the most elite dude.
Could we say Jordan Mason? Low key.
No,
That boy was going kind of crazy.
but then he fell off hard.
I
That's
guess
like I'm
so,
talking about
yeah.
like a whole couple of years,
You're talking about like old
1,000
running
yards
backs.
and just like some good seasons. I'm trying to think, man. Like,
oh, I got one, but he was really good. He's a really good Matt Forte.
Yeah, he was good. I like watching Matt Forte play.
Matt Forte was a dog.
I got one. It's just a Falcons pool, but Warwick Dunn was a dog. Just a Florida State guy, just like one of the better backs in the 2000s. Went to the Bucks and the Falcons. He was good.
Animal.
But yeah, I don't know. Just some good little running back talk. There was running backs used to own the NFL, man.
Own the NFL.
They did.
You just had to have one, really. And then Trent Richardson had a good rookie year, then he fell off. Oh my God, Trent.
I love Trent. That
was back when like we thought he was the next AP.
Oh, he was him. Coming off an 1,800-yard season at Bama and winning the Natty. Yeah.
Should we say this for wide receivers now?
Yeah.
Wide receivers?
Yeah, we're getting off, but I like this better. This is better than what I had planned.
It's a lot of clippage.
I agree. We just need to get don't
clip me not knowing ball.
We're clip. No, we're gonna clip it. No, I'm just kidding.
Who's
Maurice Jones-Drew? Okay, so top five wide. Let's do top 5 wide receivers of the 2000s. This is gonna be.
Oh my! This is nasty.
We gotta collectively.
Oh, we're throwing AB in there.
Okay.
AB's gotta be in
there.
if
we're throwing AB, we're instantly throwing Megatron and Julio.
Yeah, we got to. Oh, this
y'all are missing out on the best.
What do you mean, Cody? We just named 3 of the goats.
Y'all are missing out on the best one.
Who?
Don't say somebody.
Moss.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss.
I mean, yeah, that's valid.
That's
so Randy Moss in the 2000s, AB, Julio. What's the order are we doing?
No, bro. Megatron is easily 2.
Megatron,
I know.
Randy Moss,
no,
Megatron.
No. But he like his best season was 2011. So will we count that?
Okay. I mean, we're talking about just since we've been alive. We shouldn't say 2. Top 5. Let me redo the clip. Okay. Top 5 wide receivers since we've been alive, and we're about 25 years old, roughly. Okay.
Randy Moss is 1.
Randy Moss 1.
Y'all are
Megatron 2.
Heck, if y'all don't have Randy at 1.
No, you're right. I agree with that.
Randy and Megatron are easily 1 and 2, and then I'd probably put AB then Julio.
So AB, I love talking about AB and Julio because it's so close. Like I think AB clears Julio in tutties, but Julio cleared AB in like catches and yards. Like it's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not clear necessarily, but it's like Julio had some better things that he was statistically good at, and he got doubled a lot in the red zone. That's part of the reason why he didn't have those tutties. But AB was that guy that could do outside, inside. So could Julio, but like AB had a lot of tutties, man, and that was really the biggest thing to me. Like he scored a lot. He's just that guy you could rely on.
Yeah.
I mean, Julio. So let's think about it, though.
Low key, Larry Fitzgerald.
100%.
Low
Larry
key.
Fitzgerald,
Since
100%.
2000, man's had 17K yards.
100%. Larry Fitzgerald is on this list.
Wait.
Go
Reggie
ahead.
Wayne.
Reggie Wayne. You got to think about
Disgusting.
the Colts in their prime, man.
Absolutely disgusting. Steve Smith Sr.
Oh, Steve Smith was that guy.
Disgusting.
14,000 yards since 2000. I mean, look, I would say we gotta give some respect to D Hop just a little bit. D Hop and Mike Evans. I know they're in our generation.
Cody hasn't heard. I said Larry Fitzgerald,
Yeah.
Reggie Wayne.
Yeah.
Wow, what a
and
pull.
Steve Smith Sr.
Yeah.
Steve Smith Sr.
Dude,
Steve Smith was a dog.
He was a dog.
14,000 yards.
Torrey Holt.
Yep.
Torrey Holt. Yep.
12,500 yards for Mr. Torrey Holt. What about Terrell Owens? What about Chad Ochocinco? Wait a minute. We're screwing up probably.
We're screwing up. Dude,
this list is
too
becoming
hard. This
top
is too
10.
hard. Yeah.
I mean,
this is too hard.
I'm gonna personally, once Cody comes back. All right, Cody. We said, what about Terrell Owens and Chad Ochocinco?
Oh yeah, I mean they're in. I don't know if that top 5, but I mean T.O. might be top 5.
T.O. had 12,627 yards, making him number 11 on the list in yards.
All right, going right now.
I'm pulling
Randy
some dogs.
Moss, Calvin Johnson.
Okay.
Yep.
Give me Reggie Wayne. Got to give Reggie Wayne. Give me AB.
Julio? Reggie Wayne.
Oh wait, I forgot about Buck. Oh, there's so many. There's so many, dude.
I know.
Okay, yeah, no.
What about
Andre Johnson for the
Marvin
Texans?
Harrison.
Yep.
Yeah. You can't forget about that.
Dude,
it's tough.
All right. We just need to stop, and everybody needs to list theirs. We've listed
the 5. Right,
everybody.
I'm going Randy Moss. Give me Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Julio, AB. And then just because he's a dog, I know. Give me Steve Smith.
Yeah,
just
you got
he's
it's
a
valid
demon out there on the field.
All right. Here we go. I'm going Randy, Megatron, Waffle House himself, Julio.
He cut
no,
out.
dude, that's so fucking.
Oh, I hear you. You're back.
Yeah, you're good.
Julio. Oh.
Let's see. 4 and 5 was where it gets. I'm gonna put T.O. at 4, and then I'm gonna put I'll probably put at 5. I'll put AB.
Yeah.
No. Nope. I'm putting 4.
Bastard.
4 is Larry Fitzgerald, and then 5 is T.O.
I mean, if we're talking since 2000s, like it's got to be Larry. Like Larry's got to be in there because it's Larry. 1,700 yards.
Yeah, I mean
3,000 more yards than Steve Smith since 2000.
121 tutties.
Yeah, that's just.
We got to put some respect on Larry.
Yeah,
Larry,
put him in there.
All right. Well, mine is gonna be Randy at 1, Julio at 2, Megatron at 3.
You're telling me
that's some bias. That's just bias.
Yeah,
dude.
no, I'm saying Julio is better than Megatron slightly.
Wow.
Just because, I mean, look, at the end of the day, we're just splitting hairs, and I'm going with the guy that I saw carry my franchise to a Super Bowl sometime.
That's valid.
okay.
Sometime long ago. All right. So, and I'm just saying, I love Calvin Johnson. I'm gonna go Randy Moss 1, Julio 2, Calvin Johnson 3. I'm gonna put Larry 4 and AB 5.
I like it.
I like it.
I love it.
I love AB,
I love AB, but you didn't get the Super Bowl. He did. Did he not?
Neither did.
Bucks?
No. Well, yes, he did. He got a Bucks Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Okay, since we're doing it.
Yards.
Oh. quarterbacks.
We're doing top 5 quarterbacks since we've been alive.
Put Big Ben at number 1. What
This
you
is
mean?
Tom Brady's the easiest number 1.
No, hell no. Tom
Okay,
Brady
okay.
ain't shit.
Let's
Tom Brady ain't
say
got
this.
shit.
Let's say this. I mean, we all know who's number 1. Let's just go your favorite 2000 top 5 your favorite quarterbacks. Like you love to watch.
Just personal favorites.
Personal favorites, because I mean everybody kind of knows top 5.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just go our favorites.
All right. So if we're just talking favorite quarterbacks since we've been alive, since like the 2000s.
Correct.
I mean, personally, just from watching how they play, like you got to throw in Brett Favre a little bit. Like I know he's not a great person, maybe, but as far as the ball player,
Look,
Brett Favre growing up was pretty fun to watch, man. I'm gonna say just for fun favorite quarterbacks. I like watching Brett Favre. I did like watching Michael Vick. I know I'm biased, but like just he was
Ugly.
different, bro. He changed the game.
Yeah.
Michael Vick, watching him
That's
was
fair.
so electric. And then like just aesthetically, we're just talking about like just how it looks visually watching these guys. I mean, got to also throw in Lamar if we're throwing in Vick because he's just one of a kind. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, Cam Newton was kind of like that, man.
He
It's
was
just
like
different.
that.
And I hate watching, the Falcons lose to him, and it was just tough. At Bama and Auburn, Falcons, Panthers, it sucked, but like, got to give Cam credit. And then my last favorite, like to watch, honestly, man, like it's just gonna have to be a chalky statue white quarterback, and
Go ahead and tell me.
go ahead and just let them know Matty Ice was that guy.
No!
Matty Ice was that guy. MVP 2016, man.
Oh, hell nah.
One of the most comebacks in the league. Just saying.
I'm not gonna lie. Matty Ice is probably on mine.
Just needed a whole
The
statue.
Matty Ice to Julio duo was just
different.
something beautiful.
It was different. But
All
yeah,
right,
Cody or
wanna
Seth?
go?
Okay.
Oh, Cody's over here cooking.
Just favorite quarterbacks.
I'm one for me. I love watching him play. Like everywhere, I'm rooting for my man, and that's Peyton
Manning.
Nice.
Okay, that's about. He was definitely up there for me too.
Yep.
And then I'll probably go Brett Favre just because, like, me and my dad used to love watching Brett. Like, that was the guy. Like, that's why that was like a reason when I grew up, I loved the Pack because my dad was such a big Brett Favre fan.
I remember that Packers helmet Cody used to have on his head.
I did running around.
As a kid, yep.
Said, I'm Brett.
Kids, man.
Who are you, Cody? No, I'm Brett. I'm about to throw this freaking ball 70 yards. Get ready.
I might throw about 3 picks with it, but it's okay.
It'll be okay because I'm going to have 5 tutties.
400 yards.
But Brett 2, and then I'll probably go 3 who I love watching.
Shit.
Say it again, Cody.
You're cutting out, yeah.
All right, guys. Well,
But Andrew.
You're cutting out.
Andrew Luck?
Yeah.
Andrew Luck, number 3?
I love Andrew Luck.
Okay.
He's a dog.
That's a good one.
Even though I hate it because we played the Colts twice a year because of the Titans, like, I loved Andrew Luck. Let's see. 4 and 5, I'll go Lamar. I mean, it's so fun watching Lamar play. Like, anything happen anytime. So dynamic. And then 5, I'm trying to think of like a good one from like when I'll go Matty Ice.
Yeah,
that's valid.
I wanted to give an honorable mention once Cody comes back to this. Just I thought of him at the last second.
He was doing so good.
Cody, hey, I was gonna say, also let's do one honorable mention. Mine was gonna be Donovan McNabb.
Wow.
Just a sleeper, but like his days with Deshaun Jackson, T.O., like it was just one of those times that I felt like he really stood out to me. And it was back when Andy Reid was there. They had a good offense, man. I enjoyed watching the Eagles back then.
No, but I was saying Matty Ice, but if we're throwing in an honorable mention, I'll go Cam Newton. Loved watching Cam, even though you said the Auburn, Alabama.
Yeah.
Like I love watching Cam play.
All right, Seth.
Valid. All right, so we all know what my number one's gonna be here.
Big
Yeah.
Ben, just a
Love
big old
watching
guy.
Big old Ben.
Brittle Ben.
Slinging that thing and them pump fakes. Man, it was a sight to see. If you weren't alive to see it, I'm sorry. You missed out on heaven.
something.
And then number 2, I'm gonna have to go good old Peyton.
Yeah.
Good old Peyton. Give me Peyton at 2. I went to that Steelers Broncos game where
That was a good game, man.
the Broncos were winning by 21 at halftime. We came back and won in the Steelers Stadium. I was going dummy.
That's crazy.
Number 3, I'm a low key go Matty Ice
Love
at
Matt.
number 3, just because watching that Smith with my Smith,
Little
he was going
Julio.
dummy.
Going
Julio.
stupid.
Number 4, I gotta go Cam. Watching Cam, and then 5, I'm going Lamar.
Yeah. Also, I just keep thinking about Josh Allen now.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
how do I
yeah,
not think about
honorable
Josh?
mentions, good old Josh.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was
But it was
definitely.
since 2000, so it's like
Yeah,
you
you
got
got
to
to throw in
the
the OGs.
And I know we didn't put Tom Brady in there, guys. So
Yeah,
relax.
it's all right. We all know Tom Brady's.
We all know Tom
that
Brady's the
guy.
GOAT. Okay, we're good.
So I came up with a list. Just wanted to get into this before we quickly talk about the playoffs real quick. But basically, I wanted to do something. I don't think I've seen this. Maybe it's been done. I'm sure it has. But I wanted to go through the NFL and do the best position groups by the division. Like which division has the best quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends. Like I'm doing offense only right now. So I just came up with something. We just lost Cody for a
We
minute.
did lose Cody.
He's coming back
He's
though.
back.
But yeah, basically, I just wanted to think about offense first, and then I might come back to this once we do another podcast next week or whenever we do the next one and do defense positions. But anyway, starting at what division has the best quarterbacks in the NFL, it's kind of top heavy right now. You could look at it differently and go best like well-rounded division, but I'm going to go with the AFC North, Seth's division, and go with Lamar and Joe Burrow. Just because
Yeah.
there's the 2 other quarterbacks we don't know about right now. We don't know about Shador. We don't know about Will Howard. We don't know if it's Aaron. Who knows? But we do know what Lamar and Burrow are, and that's 2 MVP guys. Not necessarily Burrow yet, but he could be. He's been in the Super Bowl. Lamar's won 2 MVPs. That's just kind of like it's. I thought about other divisions, obviously, that were well rounded, and it's hard not to think about the NFC East right now, just because there's Jalen who won the Super Bowl MVP, Jaden Daniels Rookie of the Year, Dak who when he's prime Dak, he's pretty good. He puts up
really good.
really good numbers, and the Giants is
Wait.
not a team I'm thinking about. But go ahead. Seth.
But could we not say the AFC West?
I thought about it. That was one of the first ones I thought just because Mahomes, Herbert, and Knicks, and then Geno. But I look at it like Burrow and Lamar clear like Geno and Bo Nix.
Yeah.
And then Herbert's good.
Yeah, that's valid.
But I don't know. It's just one of those things like I just had to think about like what's like the more powerful unit. And that would be those 2 guys. It's, like I said, this one's top heavy.
It's a tough one because you also got NFC East with
That's what I said.
And, Dak.
Jalen.
Yeah, that's
Jaden. Like that's a tough one right there.
one.
I just think Lamar and Burrow are just like top 5 locks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Those are just the guys. Then running back, I have a hot take. This might not be what people think, but I'm thinking the NFC South right now has the best group of running backs because we know Bijan is like that after last year. We know Kamara is like that. We know Bucky Irving is like that now. And then we also have Chuba Hubbard, who had a great year last year. Where the Panthers weren't the best, team, but realistically, he was one of the better bright spots on that season. So like Chuba Hubbard is a sleeper. I mean, you could look like Bijan and Kamara carry a little bit. Bucky's going to be really good, and Chuba's really good. But y'all help me think of like push back on this because I thought about this for a minute. Like, what are the other divisions that have cracked running backs?
NFC North is something that comes to mind because you got Gibbs and Montgomery on one single team. You got Aaron Jones, you got Josh Jacobs, and then you got DeAndre Swift, which I know DeAndre Swift's kind of like,
right.
But I mean,
But
he's had his years.
Right. I just
I
think
would-
the
I feel like
NFC
that's a
South's
good
a
one.
sleeper one because all those guys are like 1,000-yard backs, and
That's
Chuba Hubbard is the one that like gets the disrespect I feel like out of this, but we know he's that guy right now, like for them, and I
It's
think
definitely
he'll put up another
yeah.
1,000-yard year.
I think it's definitely between those two. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
yeah. I
I'm
mean, you're
looking at
right.
the other ones and I
Gibbs
just
and
don't
Josh
see.
Jacobs is great. I mean, David Montgomery when healthy is really good. That one could be right there too. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. In the AFC, I feel like they have more of like wide
Wide
receiver
receivers for
quarterbacks.
sure.
But
Yeah.
this is the next one I have is going to be wide receiver, and this is for sure to me the NFC North. Okay,
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson and Jordan
Yeah.
Addison, Amon-Ra and J-Mo, DJ Moore and Rome, Luther Burden possibly. Then you have Jaden Reed and Matthew Golden. Now it's
Yeah.
like
That's
Justin
kinda
Jefferson
stupid.
and Amon-Ra, J-Mo, Jordan Addison, like those collectively clear a lot of other wide receiver rooms in
Yeah, I
the
mean, but
divisions.
no, maybe not.
That's just like
I was gonna say, could we put the AFC North in there with? But I mean, it's kind of hard because the
it's
Ravens don't
just
really have anybody, and
it's
we have
literally just
DK
Jamar and T
and
Higgins
and
and
DK
DK. Yeah.
and Jerry Judy, but
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's
yeah,
not
But
but
it's not.
it's
not
not
like that.
JJ and Amon Ra.
And
It's
Jordan
not that.
Addison and DJ Moore and JMO, Jaden Reed, like we don't know. Luther
Yeah,
Burden and Matthew Golden can be really good. So I mean, realistically, I think that there's like okay, the
wait,
weak
wait, wait, wait,
ones,
wait, 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 wait,
NFC
wait,
East, AJ
wait.
Brown, CD Lamb,
NFC East, AJ
Terry,
Brown, Terry,
Debo.
CD,
Okay.
George,
Yeah.
But
Malik
okay,
Neighbors.
okay.
Yeah.
Now you got me.
Okay, we're
You
done.
might have
That's
got me
NFC
there.
East for sure.
You might have got me
Debo,
there.
Terry, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, George Pickens, CD Lamb.
Okay, you could because I didn't think
Yeah,
about the Malik Neighbors right now. I just didn't. It
that's
didn't come to my
insane.
mind. That is true
Wow.
because CD George Pickens is there. Like
Yep, it's
it's
disgusting.
probably NFC
It's
East. So
disgusting.
NFC East,
Yeah.
you're right, is probably number one.
And then
Um,
it's
the only thing I will say is like the NFC North could still have it if we see like a big year from the rookies. Like
that's
if
true.
Matthew
That's
Golden and
true.
Luther Burden
Yeah.
are really
Or
good.
Hemis. Then we're
You know,
actually
I think Matthew Golden will be a Hemi.
yeah,
yeah.
I think they're both going to be really solid players, man.
Yeah.
And then for tight ends, this is a sneaky one, maybe, but it's the AFC West because you got Brock Bowers, Travis Kelsey, and now Evan Ingram's a
Okay, yeah,
Bronco.
it's over. Yeah.
Right?
This conversation's done after that.
Yeah.
I
Chargers
mean
don't need a
it's
tight end in this conversation. You're just there. But
I
McConkey,
mean
but like you're gonna
McConkey.
go Brock Bowers, Travis Kelsey, Evan Ingram is better than most divisions
yeah, I
just
mean I
by
was gonna
them.
say you got TJ Hawkins, Sam Laporta, but they're not compared to
Oh, you
Brock
got
and
the Packers have decent tight ends too. The
yeah.
Bears have Cole Kmet and Colson Loveland now.
Yeah, that's
That
kinda
one is
cracked.
respectable, man. I
Yeah.
can't lie.
They're probably second.
Yeah. I like
Now that I'm
that.
thinking about this, the NFC North is really good all
The
around.
NFC is good all around.
They're
Half of
coming
this
back.
is NFC
Yeah.
besides the quarterbacks.
It's just the quarterback and tight end position. I mean, yeah. So running back, yeah, I just think you're going to see the NFC kind of step up these next
Yeah,
couple
for
of years
sure.
because the Eagles are pushing teams in their conference to be better. Like
You got
you got to
new
beat the
duo.
Eagles. You
Yep,
got to beat the
You
Lions,
gotta beat. I
the
mean, the Cowboys
Commanders.
aren't shit really, but I mean, dude, all the NFC teams are the ones that got the new duos, low key.
Mm-hmm.
You got Devontae and Puka. You got CD and George. You got Debo and Terry.
Yeah.
Like those. That's a little scary. I don't
Yeah.
really think anybody got new duos on AFC. We would have with DK and
No,
George,
I mean,
but
realistically, it might be through the
nobody.
draft, but like, well, I don't think. I mean,
Nobody.
you could call us a duo, but it's a sneaky one. It's gonna be Lad McConkey and Trey Harris. Like
Yeah.
in the
Okay,
future, that could be
I
good.
could see that. Depending on how his rookie season goes, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
But other
Right
than
here.
that, I mean, maybe. Okay, wait, maybe. Well, no, it's not new. I was gonna say Tyreek and Jalen, but
No.
that's
Yeah.
not new.
Yeah. Yeah. Next week we can do defense, but
NFC's going crazy right now with the wide
yeah,
receivers.
NFC has some good skill players, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
It's gonna
lie.
be a
AFC has the
fucking-
quarterbacks, but NFC put some respect on some of these guys because we're gonna have Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams. We're
Yep.
gonna have Michael Penix, and then we're gonna have we already have Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott. Good years out of Jared Goff is really good. So like you still got him in his prime, hopefully. Besides that, Jordan Love comes to mind. We don't know Baker, really good
Baker's
seasons.
cooking. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think the NFC is really slept on. And
Tyler Show.
Oh,
Bryce Young could be that guy, man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Bryce,
Okay.
he was heating up at
They
the
are
end
cooking.
of the year.
Mhm. So who
Okay.
has who's the worst division of quarterbacks then? Is it the NFC South?
It
Just
might
because we don't
the
know enough
AFC
about,
South.
well, okay. Anthony Richardson, CJ Stroud,
I mean, you
Cam
got Trevor
Ward,
Lawrence.
Trevor
So, it's
Lawrence.
kind of.
And then you got NFC South. It's Baker, Penix, Bryce, and then Tyler Shough.
I don't know, Cody. What do you think? What do you think, Cody? Who's the?
AFC South
Keep,
might get carried by CJ Stroud
yeah.
and Cam Ward the next few years. Trevor Lawrence, though, could have a good. I mean, dude, Trevor Lawrence just got Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas. How can you fail with that?
I
Like,
mean,
realistically, Trevor Lawrence has got to pan out.
yeah.
He's
I
got
don't
to.
know, dude. I feel like everybody's got some. I don't know who I would call the worst ones with quarterbacks.
I mean,
Maybe like the
maybe
NFC West, but they have Matthew Stafford, they have
Brock
Sam Darnold,
Purdy,
Brock
Sam
Purdy, Kyler
Darnold.
Murray. They got
I think it's probably the NFC South or AFC South. One of the Souths.
One of the
Got to
Souths.
be one of the Souths
That's fair.
because they're just too young to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't know enough about it yet. But yeah, moving on real quick to the NBA playoffs, and then we can be done. I just wanted to say Knicks are getting to, or
Sorry,
they
Cody.
just lost. They just
Yeah.
lost. The Celtics put that thing on them in Boston to make it 3-2 without Jason Tatum, by the
With
way.
JT, he
So
hurt.
we can. I know
And
we
he's
didn't necessarily
done, ain't
watch
he?
this. Yeah,
No,
he's done for next season
Yeah.
too for most of
Yep.
the year, which
Yep.
sucks. But
That's
looking
tough.
at, I'm just letting everybody know this is me strictly box score watching. I didn't watch a second because we've been doing this, but. Brunson didn't play great, and Josh Hart had a great game, but that was pretty much it. And then you had Derek White with 34,
Oh my God.
and that man had 7 threes, and then Jalen Brown had 26. So them two alone cooked. Does that give you hope, Cody, that y'all are gonna win this series now?
Oh, we're doing the unthinkable. I mean,
You
it's
think
over.
so?
Dude, coming back 3-1 without Jason Tatum would literally put you in the history books.
So now, guess
Just
what? You're going back to Madison Square Garden without Jason Tatum. You just won a 25-point game in your home building. Do you think the Celtics are winning that game 6 in Madison Square Garden?
I'm not gonna say no. What you think this is?
mean,
Yeah,
hey,
we gonna win.
How do you win? What do you got to do to beat them in Madison Square Garden?
Same thing we did tonight.
2-7. Derek White's got to go for 34 again.
Yep.
Nice.
I mean,
Or-
he's not lying though.
Are
Derek White
the
has
Celtics
to-
better without Jason Tatum? That's the question I have to ask.
Kristaps has
Porzingis
Yeah.
Porzingis had 1 point tonight.
dude. He's played horrible this series.
Well, he's sick apparently, but he's cooked. He played 12 minutes, 1 point. Don't even worry about him. But you got big minutes from Peyton Pritchard off the bench, the point guard, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists.
Love my little PP shooter, man. He's a
Dude,
D.
he is.
PP shooter.
That's crazy. But nah, realistically, I gotta ask Cody, are the Celtics better without Jason Tatum? Is that crazy to ask?
I mean,
I know he's frozen, but what do you think? I mean, do you think
I mean, it's
gives
what it's
them?
looking like.
I mean, they've had moments without him,
Do the
really.
Celtics trade Jason to the Bucks and get Giannis?
Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
No, that's never happening.
We're not gonna do it, but hey,
Hey,
Cody would do it. Hey,
yeah,
Cody
let's
the
trade
GM.
Jason Tatum as soon as he tears his Achilles. I'm sure he'll be depressed.
get him at.
Oh my god!
I mean, if y'all win the
bad.
series without Jason and go on to win the next series too, you got to put in some questions on: is Jason Tatum really needed for this?
No, the
team?
question is, all right. So is Jaylen Brown the future?
Dude, he's been
that's
that guy. He just
he
can't
has been that
dribble.
guy.
He just
And
can't dribble, but
he can.
somehow
Oh,
he can still put up 26, 12, and 8, which he did tonight, and play good defense.
yeah, and like my thing is Luke Cornett. I just got the update. Had 7 blocks.
Oh, yeah. He's the new Kristaps Porzingis for you guys.
Yep. If we get that at MSG, it's over, dude.
He's 7'1", 250, and he had
Holy
10 points, 9 rebounds, and yeah, I guess Cody's right, 7 blocks.
wow.
Animal.
Unbelievable.
Animal.
So,
And
yeah.
we need Peyton Pritchard to show up, and he's been doing it, and I love him.
Yep. Yep. So that's big, man. So then I guess changes my question. I mean, I was thinking the Knicks were a lock, and I'm sorry to disrespect the Celtics, but now what do you think right now is the NBA Finals? Because we still have another round to go before that. We know the Pacers are in it after they took down Cleveland easily. They're back for the second straight year in the Eastern Conference Finals. But do the Thunder, who are up 3-2, do they hold off Jokic and the Nuggets to make it to the Western Finals and possibly play the Timberwolves? Because we're about to find out if the Timberwolves can knock off
Steph
the
playing
Warriors.
today?
Nope.
Nope.
It's over.
It's already 15-10. Timberwolves are up. But I guess my question is, who is going to be in the conference finals, and then who's going to be in the NBA finals?
Conference finals, it's going to be, oh my gosh, dude. See, the thing is you really don't know who to pick between the Nuggets and OKC.
Thunder just won in
Thunder-
OKC, but they're going to Denver now, and it's 3-2. If they win, they're going to play possibly the Timberwolves.
And see, that's the thing. I think the Timberwolves will.
Yeah.
Yeah, with no Steph. Yeah,
with no Steph. I mean, me and Jimmy, Jimmy's a diehard Warriors.
Yeah.
We were like, Jimmy Buckets needs to show up tonight.
He's gotta show up,
because if
bro.
you win this game as a Warrior fan, like you're thinking,
There's
okay,
a possibility.
Steph can come back now.
Yeah.
Steph's coming back. He's being reevaluated before Game 6.
Yeah, this is the game. They have to. I mean, obviously, this is the game. They have to win. But
They have to.
it's like you really should have won that last game. I mean, the Warriors had chances both those 2 games without Steph that they really could have won, but they don't have enough, man, without their best star player. And I get it. It's tough.
And they're young. They're good. They're young.
They'll be all right. They just need another year together. And I think next year is the last year of like Draymond, Steph, and Jimmy's contract. So this is it's it for and I hate to say it, but it's it for our guys. If they don't win it next year, we're not going to see Steph probably win another ring.
Probably not.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. But he's got to either do it this year or next year. So anyways, so Cody's answer for the conference finals is what officially?
It's
out of the East, you're going Celtics, we know.
I mean, yeah, but
versus Pacers. Stick with it if that's what your heart says, man.
I can tell you mine.
Go ahead, Seth.
I'm going Pacers, Knicks. Sorry, Cody.
okay.
And then I'm doing the same thing to my Warriors. I'm going Pacers, Knicks, and then I'm going Thunder, Wolves, Timberwolves, and then I'm going.
I am too.
And then
it's chalk, but I'm doing it.
I'm low key going Knicks over Pacers, and then I'm going. I'd like to see Anthony Edwards in there, so I'm gonna go Timberwolves. Knicks versus Timberwolves for the ship.
Dude, that would be crazy considering they traded Cat to the Knicks
Minnesota.
and Julius Randle to the Timberwolves.
That would be peak.
And DiVincenzo to the Timberwolves.
It's happening. I don't know why we're even thinking about
It's
it.
happening.
It's so rigged.
Look, Shea and them boys, man, are something else. I can't lie.
It's rigged, dude, but it's rigged.
It might be that, but at the same time, I'm just looking at ball and I'm thinking the OKC Thunder, man, when they're clicking, it's pretty damn hard to beat them.
When I saw Draymond say the spread's 5.5, and then Cooper Flags go into the Mavs, it's the Timberwolves versus the Knicks, no doubt.
So Seth thinks Timberwolves Knicks in the finals. Cody, what's your finals? And how many games? Who wins the finals, Seth? I need the official answer.
Give me Timberwolves in 6.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Give me Timberwolves in 6. Rudy versus Cat.
Rudy versus Cat.
Who's the better big?
Big on big. Cody's frozen.
Big? And then
go ahead.
would you say? I mean, no. You give me yours.
I'm
You give
gonna
me
say mine
yours.
was already chalk. I got Thunder and Timberwolves, and then I got Knicks and Pacers. But I'm gonna go real quick. Just got to give respect to the Pacers. They've been balling. If you beat the Celtics, I mean, sorry, the Cavaliers 4-1. I know they were banged up, but the Pacers have been like that the last 2 years. I got to give them credit, man. Like realistically, Siakam, Miles Turner are great, pieces around Halliburton, and you have Andrew Nimhard. They are a team that gets really disrespected, but they do everything really well, and they're just like a smart team. They play how you're supposed to play basketball, if that makes sense. And I think
Yeah.
they're gonna give the Knicks a 7 game series. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the Knicks with the higher seeding. Am I wrong about this? So the Knicks were
No,
the
No,
3 seed,
you're right.
right?
Yeah.
And the
yeah.
Pacers were like 4 or something. Okay, so Knicks would get home court, and I'm gonna have to go Knicks in 7, just because I think Brunson is a little bit more clutch than Tyrese Halliburton, and I think if Cat can get a little bit better, Cat versus Miles Turner will be fun to watch. But I think realistically, like it's going to come down to those role players like Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and a Mikal Bridges addition on the wing. I think the Knicks win in the 7 game series, and then I got to stick with SGA and the Thunder. And also in the 7 game series against the Timberwolves, I think both go to 7, and then we're going to get basically a peak finals. I think Thunder versus Knicks, two young cores that are really well rounded. I feel like. And I'm gonna go. What was my pick before the season? I got Thunder, and I'm gonna go Thunder in 6 over the Knicks.
All right.
Wow.
I'll go. You know what? Something's just telling me, man, the Nuggets are gonna pull it out. So
Really?
I'm gonna go Nuggets
Sure.
over OKC, and then I hate to say it, dude. I cannot stand it, but I just don't think we'll be able to win without JT. I mean, we won tonight. We were at home. We got really hot. I just don't know if we're gonna do that at MSG in front of
Yeah.
that crowd.
Yeah. That's a
It's
tough.
gonna be tough. Trust me, y'all know I love this
Yeah. No.
series. I'd be smitten, but I just think Knicks are gonna pull it out. And Brunson's a dog. He's on a heater. Like he's so good. But I'm with Hayden. I think the Pacers are gonna push them to their limit. It's gonna go 7. But I got in the finals. I got. Hmm,
Are the Nuggets gonna get to the finals?
hmm,
I
I
mean,
think I think
We
it's gonna.
saw we saw Ann knock out the Nuggets not too long ago. By the way, like in a 4-1, they won 2 games in Denver and then kind of cleared them.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go. I think I'll go. Oh man, yeah, I'll go Wolves and
Wolves and Knicks.
Wolves and Knicks. Yeah.
Same with Seth, right?
Knicks and
Wolves and Knicks. Knicks and 6.
Knicks and 6. Is
I
that
think
what he
that's what I
said?
heard. I think that's what I heard.
So Knicks and 6, Cody. Hey man,
Knicks and 6 is what you said? Yeah.
over
That's
the
what we
Wolves.
thought. Over
Okay.
the Wolves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, did you know if the Knicks win the damn NBA championship, that city's gonna be burning?
Oh, dude,
Oh,
it's
New
gonna
York's gonna.
blow up.
New York's gonna.
It's gonna blow up.
Might not want to say that about New York City.
Yeah, my bad.
Sorry, that was not funny at all,
Yeah,
by the way. But
no,
just
we're gonna
was
just get that out.
just because of Marvel, right? Avengers always, they're
Yep,
always in there
they're
fighting and taking it
taking
down.
people's whips.
Oh
In New
man,
York City, that always gets me weak. I see memes about like I would
New,
hate to be like a Marvel citizen in New York
Yeah,
City. Just always
just
traumatized.
coming out to my whip, just trying to go home.
Just the
My
Hulk
shit
just
just gets
the Hulk's just
launched
flying in the air.
with my whip.
Oh,
Just takes it
not my
away.
PT Cruiser.
Nah, bruh.
Hulk's just throwing the PT
just
like a
Not the
grenade.
PT. It's shaped
That's
like one.
crazy, man.
no, dude, no, but something about this Knicks team, man. I just think they're special.
They're cooking.
They're cooking, man. And just like Hayden said, with the wings that they got now, with OG and
Mikal Bridges.
like that's just they're
Yeah,
just good, man. I
yeah.
hate to say it, but since I'm a Celtics fan, but they're good, and I think they're gonna win it all. It just feels like their year.
Well, that was a good episode. Glad we got back to this. Once again, it was a little different because we just kind of were freestyling some of
just
this,
off
but we
some,
might as
yeah.
well just do it because it's been a minute. But
off-season talk.
gotta go. Unfortunately, it's 10 o'clock my time, and
Yeah.
it's
crazy,
pushing.
man.
I'm old. I'm getting like Cody.
Yeah.
I gotta go night.
Uh-huh.
Appreciate everybody for
Goes to sleep.
tuning in. Once again, this is the Muffed Sports Show. I'm your host Hayden Haynes. That's Cody Hart and Seth Killen.
Yeah.
Yes,
We'll be
sir.
seeing you.
See you, dudes.
All right, boys. Have a good night.